names are Diana.
Oh, my name is Jacobo.
Muhammad.
My name is Jaden.
And Michelle. And I guess Sarah. We want to thank you for listening to the show today. You are listening to Wannabe Mafia podcast. We talk about teen pregnancies and the struggles young Latina women go through.
On today's episode, we'll talk about our looks issues and how it impacts each of the characters' lives, from being taken advantage of and being abused to running away to escape from their dangerous homes for the better.
Today, Mohammed and Jacobo will be interviewing and asking Sarah questions that connected Pequeña from We Are Not From Here. She will be telling us her story and how she felt when going through her teen pregnancy. The story that we're talking about, We Are From Here, it got me thinking about the topic teen pregnancies when I read it, because it's a story behind a girl who gets pregnant at 17 years old, but she wants to leave Guatemala. She is dissociated from her baby. We know this because she didn't plan on giving birth, as we know, because she just wanted it all to be done with when she was at the hospital, and she doesn't even mention the dad or how it happened with any of her family members. She wants to leave and have a better future, so she ends up leaving without her baby with Pulga and Chico, because Chico's mom dies and Pulga gets kidnapped and threatened by a gang. The main gang member of the person that kidnaps Pulga is also Pequeña's boyfriend. His name's Ray. So they end up leaving to escape from everything and everyone, but Chico ends up dying while they are trying to escape on the train, so he never made it to the US. Pulga and Pequeño end up going on their own way. Once they get there, Pulga ends up going with his aunt, and Pequeña ends up going with her dad that she never knew about and didn't even know he was in the US, for that matter. So when she found out, she ended up going with him.
The author lets us know that the story is in telling the three stories of these three teens in their own perspectives. And with Pequeña's story, they go in detail of how she doesn't want to acknowledge or care for the baby. She doesn't take any support from any of her families. She hides who the baby father is. She does everything to not want to give the attention to this baby. And she later on escapes to Mexico and leaves her child behind.
Major takeaways from the interview from one of our members, Sarah, was set as didn't face no direct problems because it was overall denial from family and getting faces from others within the school. Morally, she didn't really care, so it was like she went through it. She didn't have no regrets, nothing, and yeah.
And now we'll play a segment of the interview that we had with Sarah, and we'll just listen to her thoughts on what she went through.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Alright. What are some struggles you faced during pregnancy?
Probably the support from my mom and the cramps. And coming to school.
Anything else?
People staring at me because I was a teen mom.
And did that affect you in any way?
Not really. At some point, yes, because they'll just stare at me and give me weird looks. But at the end, no.
Alright. Do you have any regrets throughout your pregnancy?
No.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Alright. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, end of the article, why do more Latino teens get pregnant? It talks about teen pregnancy. I put a direct piece from the textual evidence of, how this can relate to Sarah's interview or the book. It says when I got pregnant with when I got pregnant with him, which was the speakers of the article, during my sophomore year, my grade and attendance at school were really bad. I wasn't focused or anything. And once my kid was born, it gave me that responsibility that, I need to get it together and, provide him with a legacy that he could be proud of. So this relates to the topic because we are talking about teens getting pregnant and what type of struggle they go through. So like in Sarah's case, she thought she would be embarrassed, or people would look at her in the wrong way because she was like pregnant, but in reality she really didn't care. It just motivated her to be happy and to just keep going on life, and supporting her kids. So yeah, that's why I chose this article, because it relates to our story and our person that we interviewed. Yeah.
Today we talked about the struggles Pequeña faced and how teen pregnancies can be really tough, especially in difficult situations. We learned how hard it can be to make choices when life feels overwhelming. What we hope is that more people can support young women by giving them the resources and help they need to feel more safe and have a better future. Pequeña's story reminds us that no one should have to go through these challenges alone. So then, thank you so much for listening to the Wannabe Mafia podcast. We hope you learned something new and enjoyed the discussion. Make sure to tune in next time and don't forget to share your thoughts with us. See you soon.